All right, we are finally out here. First ever bikepacking trip. I am so excited. This is gonna be a lot of fun. So, plan for today, day 1 of 2. We just started here at the Hunting Hollow entrance, and we're gonna go ahead and do the Donnelly Climb, which starts right here. Kind of switchbacky, not super steep. I mean, everything here is steep, so it's kind of the least steep way up. But we'll do that. Hopefully these switchbacks won't be super impossible with all this extra weight. So we're gonna go up this way, and then at the top we'll be connected to Steer Ridge. That's gonna have a couple really steep pitches I'll probably have to walk. Take that all the way to Serpentine Trail, go down that, which will be interesting given that it's pretty steep. And I don't know how well my brakes are gonna work with all this added weight. I'll just take it easy. So go down Serpentine, and then we will go up Wagon, head down to Coit Lake, get lunch at Coit Lake, and then, Coit. This turn, I can never quite make, it's a little too tight for me. So we'll stop at Coit Lake, have lunch there, maybe fish a little bit, depending on how I'm feeling. Might wanna take a little break and fish. I might not wanna take all the fishing stuff out, we'll see. And then we'll do the last couple miles down to Kelly Lake, which is where we're gonna set up camp for the night, do some fishing there. And yeah, so that's the plan for day 1. It is an absolutely gorgeous day today. So yeah, let's hunker down, get this climb done with, and let's have a good time out here. And look at this here with all the tall grass, wildflowers starting to bloom. Man, this is special. I love this place so much. All right, so just about halfway done with this first climb. Feeling pretty good so far. The bike is great. Everything feels great. I really like the handlebar bag, the harness, that's working well. The seat post bag over here, it doesn't really feel like it's swinging on me a lot, and it really hasn't affected my handling or anything, so that's great. And then the frame pack is sort of staying out of the way really nicely. Hasn't really been rubbing against my legs or anything. So yeah, so far so good. Bags are definitely feeling pretty solid. Good choices, I think, overall so far. Haven't done any descents yet, so that'll be another test of it. Only gripes so far, I'd say, is, well, first of all, it's not really a gripe, I guess, just realization is that it's slow going out here when you got all this stuff on your bike. I'm used to riding this a lot faster than I am right now, so I gotta sort of, reframe my expectations speed-wise, but, there's no rush. And then I guess the other minor gripe is that it's been kind of annoying to have to take the tripod out every time I want to film something with this main camera. So I don't know if there's a different tripod that would be better, one that I could, like the issue is that I'm having to take the camera off the tripod every time I stop filming to put it away. If I could somehow keep it on the camera, that would make my life a lot easier. So I'll have to look into something for that maybe, but all in all, it's great. It's a beautiful day. I mean, look at this. This is just incredible. So I've got probably about 1.5 miles more of this climb. I'm hoping, so far I haven't had to walk my bike for anything, so that's great. I'll definitely have to walk my bike at the top of this because there's one really steep section. But yeah, so I'm gonna get up to that point and we'll check in there. All right, let's keep riding. All right, so just finished up the first climb, feeling pretty good. Gonna take a little break here at this bench, have a quick snack, and then keep going on. I do have this really steep, just see if I can show you, really steep hill up ahead of me. I've never actually cleaned this, so today's not the day for that. So I'm gonna walk up this, and then almost near the top of the first major climb, the first, kind of section of climbing, and then after that, a little bit of downhill, and we'll be working our way towards the campsite. So yeah, everything's feeling good so far. Having a great ride. Let's keep going. Alright, so that's first half of the really steep hill. Had to walk a little bit and then I rode the second part. Now I got that hill right there, which is just about as steep. I have made it up there a few times without walking, but I don't know, might be a tall order for today. We'll give it a shot, see how it goes. Man, I timed this perfectly though. The bloom is just in full show. Poppies everywhere, lupine, dandelions, I guess. I don't know what these are, but man, it is just gorgeous out here today. Nope. Oh, saved it. I'm not making it up this. Oh, that is so steep. Yeah, I underestimated just the difference the weight of all the stuff makes for climbing stuff like this. Ooh, boy. All right, so here's Serpentine Trail. Slight bit nervous about this because when I'm not loaded down with stuff, I'm not good at this trail. So I'm gonna have to be really cautious and just take it easy and be careful. And that's the plan. First part, not too bad. Just gotta be careful of the ruts because it is pretty rutted out from all the storms we've had here over the winter. Well, that was not the right line. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, that was not good. All right, so just finished descending Serpentine. Wasn't too bad. I was a little worried about it at first, but besides that one little mishap in the rut, which was totally just avoidable, it was my fault. I read the line wrong, and if obviously, you know, if the trail were in better condition, it wouldn't have happened. But besides that little mishap, everything went smoothly. Actually felt surprisingly confident, I'd say, on the descent there. I thought I'd be, you know, wobbling all over the place, and the rear end would be swinging on me with the saddle pack, and, you know, obviously it does feel a little different, but I wouldn't say it really made an enormous difference in terms of my ability to descend it. I probably would have ended up in that rut regardless of whether I had all this stuff on me. So we got a little bit of actual semi-flat stuff here, which is a rarity in this park. And then we'll hang a left onto Wagon Road, and there we're just climbing on some fire road. And then we'll hook a left and descend down to Coit Lake. Oh man, I gotta lift this thing over this tree. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, that's gonna be, oh, okay. All right, I did not account for this. Okay. All right, so I really hope there aren't many more fallen trees, because lifting this thing over a tree is not fun. But anyways, here's Wagon Road on the left. Hang that left there, and then, yeah, just a few miles of fire road climbing, and then should be heading down to the lake. All right, so here is Coit Dam Trail. So we have just a little bit more climbing, and then it's a fun descent down to the lake. Ooh. And this little ribbon of single track, this is, oh man, just about as perfect can get. Oh boy, this is beautiful. Wildflowers galore. Switch up. All right, here we are, Coit Lake. Look at that. That is a wonder. Oh yeah. All right, so now let's find a place to sit, have some lunch, and then we'll make our way up to Kelly. All right, made it to Coit Lake. It is just an absolutely perfect day today. It is so beautiful outside. This is spectacular. So I'm gonna have a little bit of lunch and then make my way over to Kelly. I'm not gonna fish here. I've seen fish, so I know they exist, but I just would rather, there's turkeys over there. I'd rather just only set up my fishing stuff once and not have to unpack everything, repack it. So I'm just gonna, fish at Kelly. I know there's good fishing at Kelly, so we'll stick with that. But for lunch, I've got some accoutrement over here. Got some cheddar cheese Tillamook, shout out Ben, and some club crackers. I have some Duke's little Smokies. These are delicious. And then, oh Jesus, I got this all wet. They're all dirty. I always make that mistake of just putting my backpack on the ground and then getting my camel pack straw gross. And then I'm gonna try out this tuna creations. I know the backpackers swear by this. I don't know, I've never been a big tuna fan, but let's give it a shot. I don't know if it looks all that appetizing, but I'm just gonna eat it, not look at it. Not bad. I could eat that. Yeah. Fish just jumped over there. All right, so finish lunch. Hang out here for a little bit. I did realize, so two things that I forgot that I'm realizing now I shouldn't have forgotten. One is zip ties. My brake hose on the front is kind of rubbing against the spoke every once in a while. If the little cable holder isn't holding it tight enough, and so if I go down some chunky stuff, it sort of loosens up. I have to pull it back up. It's been fine now. I sort of rerouted the cable through the harness because the handlebar harness was sort of pushing down on it, which was making the issue happen. But a zip tie would fix that issue, so I should have grabbed one, but I didn't. And the second thing I forgot is sunscreen, which I'm now realizing as I'm sitting in the sun. So I'm probably gonna go find some shade once I finish eating. And once I get to Kelly, I'll find a shady spot to hang out. So yeah, definitely should not have forgotten sunscreen. I'll probably be a little sunburned tomorrow. So for next time, I will remember that. I did bring SPF lip balm. So chapstick. So that'll help with my lips, but I'm sure I'll get a little red. But, I'm eating lunch with this view. I don't think it really gets all much better than this. This is sort of it in terms of perfection. All right, so I'm gonna eat my tuna, have some more snacks here, and then take some shots of the lake, maybe try to get some of these. There's a beautiful bird here, just went away. Get some shots of these birds, and then I'll head over to Kelly. So, yeah. So, there's a rattlesnake right there, and it's not rattling at me, but it's staring at me, and it made a sort of like sound when it first came out of the water. So I'm going to take that as he would like me to leave. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to find another spot. I think this is his spot. So All right, just left Coit Lake, making my way up to Kelly now. I've got this steep climb, which is about, let's see, 0.3 of a mile left. And then I have probably about a 3/4 of a mile climb, a little less steep. And then the final fun descent down into Kelly Lake. And then we're there. All right, final climb of the day, 0.8 miles, 322 feet. Starts off steep and then sort of loosens up at the top. Whew, all right, let's do it. Final climb, baby. Starting to feel it now, but we're almost there. Just a few more minutes, and then we're on our way to Kelly. All right. Kelly Lake Trail, here we go. About to start the final descent. This one, from what I remember, isn't too terrible. It is a little, it's definitely steep and a little loose near the bottom, so I'll have to be careful there. And last time I did it, there was one fallen tree, so hopefully that's been cleared, but I doubt it since it's a single track and they don't actually maintain the single track here. So may have to lift the bike over that, unfortunately. Oh, that was bad. Not a good line. Okay, I think that's where the tree was though, so good news there. Just can't really see much because of how overgrown it is. Big rut. Really steep. That's how we do it. All right, here we are, Kelly Lake. We have made it. Let's go. All right, so we are out here finally at Kelly Lake. It's absolutely gorgeous here. Got the tent all set up, got the sleeping bag, sleeping pad, pillow, all good to go. So I'm ready for sleep time when I get to that point. And yeah, I mean, honestly, just look at this. This is really pretty special. There's someone else out here. They're fishing on a little inflatable boat. Their stuff's down here. So it doesn't seem like they have camping stuff. So I should still have the lake to myself tonight, which I'm looking forward to. All in all, great day so far. Ride is beautiful, hard, but beautiful. And now I'm gonna go ahead and change out of this riding gear, get something more comfortable on, and get the line in the water, get some fishing done. And yeah, just enjoy the rest of this day out here, because this is pretty beautiful, pretty awesome. The bloom is just, I mean, look at that. The wildflowers are just in full force today, all over the lake here, just wildflowers as far as you can see. All right, so let me change and then get some fishing done. Well, seems to me the fish are just not biting right now. I've been out here for about an hour and not a single bite. I did see one sunfish looking at it, kind of checked it out, swam away. I'm just gonna assume it's probably too hot right now. It's too bright. I mean, the sun is just directly overhead, so I think I'll just relax for a little bit back at the campsite, wait for the sun to go down a little bit, and then try my luck again. Yeah, I hope I can catch something today. I've never been skunked at this lake, and I feel like I'm jinxing it. I do wish I'd brought worms, because I've had good luck with worms in the past, but I didn't want to carry those. So I just brought lures, some jigs, or jig heads, whatever, soft plastics, and then I also brought some little crankbaits. So, yeah, none of that's working right now, but it's worked here before, so I have no reason to doubt that. So I'm just gonna take a little break, maybe read a little bit, take a nap, have a little snack, and then come back down here maybe in an hour or so and try to do some more fishing. All right, well, unfortunately, no luck fishing today. That's a little frustrating. I usually do pretty well out here. It's kind of one of the reasons why I like coming out to this specific lake. But no, nothing today. Not even a bite. Had a fish look at it, and that's it. So it's 6:20 right now. Sun is starting to go down over the mountains there. Really beautiful. I mean, just spectacular. But yeah, so I think I'm just gonna go fill up some water. I got my my little water bag right here and my Sawyer Mini, so I'm gonna go fill this guy up, and then I'll head back to campsite, make some dinner, have some dinner, and then if there's a little bit of sunlight left, I might cast out a few more times before bed, and then when it gets dark, I'll retreat to the tent and read, hang out, and hopefully tomorrow morning I have some better luck before I leave. I'd like to catch at least one fish before I take off, but sometimes that's just your luck. You know, they say it's called fishing, not catching, for a reason. So it is what it is. Anyways. Just waiting for my food to finish simmering, rehydrating, I guess would probably be the right term. Yeah, it's been a pretty awesome day. I will say that. Just out here, I mean, just listening to the chorus of these birds, watching the sun slowly work its way up that hill. It's one of those things you take for granted until you're out here, and then you realize that you gotta get out and do this more, because, you know, time is finite. But being out here is pretty awesome. So, not a bad day. Here's the pro move. You take a little leftover cheddar, get a few bits in there. Alright, no meal is complete without a little dessert, so I got some Picky Bars granola, or oatmeal, I guess, and Abuelita Mexican style hot chocolate. This is where it's at, if you don't know. So, a little dessert. Probably not gonna fish again today, that's okay. Save my luck for the morning. And yeah, I'll get into bed. Still, let's see, it's 7:15 right now. So I'll just read for a little bit, you know, hang out, fall asleep when I fall asleep. And then tomorrow morning we'll try our luck again at fishing. And, you know, have some coffee, take down camp, and then get out of here. I don't know, I'm hoping to hit the trail by 9 o'clock-ish. I think that should be a solid amount of time. I usually wake up, you know, stupid early when I go camping, so I'm sure I'll be up at like 5 something or 6. But after I wake up, I'll fish a little bit, pack up, hit the trail, and tomorrow's ride should be a lot shorter than today's. Today was about 2.5 hours worth of riding, although it took me like 4 hours, if not more, with all the filming and stopping. And so tomorrow I think will be probably like an hour and a half total of riding, if not actually a little bit less. I'm just gonna go up Coit right here, and then it's just a straight shot downhill. I still have to decide whether to take single track or stay on the fire road on the descent. Single track's more fun, but there's a sort of rock garden section that I've eaten it on twice. So I don't really want to do that with all the stuff, but it is fun. So we'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling in the morning, whether I'm feeling a little more cautious or a little bit more adventurous. So let's boil some more water, have some dessert, get on the tent for the night. perfect end to a perfect day. All right, well, the sun is just about setting. I'm just about ready for bed. It's been an awesome day. I'm just gonna leave you with a minute of the sounds behind me because this is just perfect. So enjoy, and I'll see you in the morning. Oh, good morning. Slept pretty well. Surprisingly, I usually don't sleep well the first night of camping, but I had a little bit of trouble falling asleep. Once I fell asleep, I was pretty comfortable, and yeah, not too cold at night. A little chilly in the morning. I'm just now kind of warming up, but it's beautiful. Sun's coming up slowly. It's rising from over there, so I'm kind of waiting for it to warm me a little bit, but I can sort of see it working its way down the mountain, so I think in the next 15-20 minutes we should have some sun here. Yeah, it's looking pretty awesome out here. Got some granola for breakfast and some coffee as well, so that's a good way to get the morning started. Alright, so plan is have some breakfast, have some coffee. I'll probably take down the tent first. That's my least favorite thing to do. Get that out of the way. And then I'm going to get the fishing rod back out there for, I don't know, 20-30 minutes worth of fishing. See if I can finally catch something. Like I said, I've never been skunked on this lake. And unfortunately, it looks like it might be the first time, but I'm going to hold a little bit of hope that I can catch something today. And then, let's see, it's about 7:45 right now. If I can roll out of here between 9-9:30, I think that'll be solid. About an hour and a half-ish ride back to the car. Get out by 11:30 at the latest, and be home for lunch. So, yeah, that's the plan. Enjoy this beautiful morning, and hopefully catch a fish or two, and then get out of here. So. All right, so it's a new day. Hopefully better luck fishing. I just want one. That's all I want. There we go. No skunk today. It's a crappie. That's a big crappie. Look at that. Jesus. All right. Yep. Hold on. There we go. All right. That's one. All right. It's 9:02. I'm going to do 3 more casts. That's one. And see if I can get one more. And if not, then that'll just be my luck for the day, I guess. Last cast of the day. No, nothing. All right, well, didn't get skunked, so that's something. And I guess I'll just have to come back out again, which I'm always happy to do. All right, so let's go ahead and pack up all the fishing gear, pack up the rest of the bags, and then let's hit the trail. I've got about an hour and a half of riding to get back to the car, so let's go ahead and do that. All right, let's try this again. So as I was saying, we've got a pretty gnarly climb to start the day. Starting, well, right here. And that's really the only major climb before we descend. And I still got to make that decision as to whether I'm going to go down the single track or just stay on the fire road here all the way down. I don't know, I've been feeling relatively confident on the bike, even with the bags. And I think I packed them better today, so it should be even better. But we'll see. Don't want to push my luck, but I guess I could just walk the sketchy sections. I don't know. We'll see how I'm feeling when I get over to the intersection. All right, so I was unfortunately wrong. This is longer than a mile climb. It's about 1.4 from the bottom. I can see Kelly from here. It's pretty. So I got 0.95 to go right now. About 400 feet of climbing left. But this should be the steepest part. Garmin kind of gives you different colors when you load up a course in terms of gradient. So I'm in the red right now, and soon I'll be on a yellow section, which should be less steep. But man, it is hot today. It's amazing just how quickly, oh shit, why is that, okay. That is wagging around a lot. It's amazing just how quickly the temperature changes. It was cold this morning, and you know, within 10 minutes of the sun coming up, I had to take off my jacket, take off my long sleeve. Like, it got hot real quick. Now I did say that I thought I packed my bags better, but I'm noticing my saddle bag is swinging around quite a bit right now. So once this loosens up a bit, I'll stop and cinch it down more. I must have done something to it. I think I may have left the straps unbuckled. So finish the steep part, fix my bag, and then got 0.8 miles to go to the top, and then from there all downhill. Okay, so the problem was I didn't close these buckles, so totally my fault. And I'm glad that this is the issue, because if it weren't, it'll mean that I really packed it wrong and I have to redo it all over. So just gotta cinch these guys down, keep the pack nice and compact, actually close them this time. That'll be smart. Okay, and then for good measure, I'll give these guys a tug too. All right, I think that's better. Okay, so that should work. Hopefully it makes my life a little bit easier the rest of the climb. You know what? Let's do the single track. I may have to walk a little bit, but you know, I bought a mountain bike for bikepacking for a reason, so I could do fun trails. You know, I would have just used my gravel bike if I wanted to just ride stuff like this. So yeah, take the single track, take it easy. Like I said, I don't want to wipe out. It's pretty technical at the bottom there, at least for my skill level, so not gonna push that, but you know, it'll be more fun. Single track, where is it? Here it is. Take it easy, but let's have some fun. Whoa. Okay, there used to be a trail here. I can kind of make it out. All right, we're gonna have to go real slow here, because this is a little sketch. You can like barely see the outline of the trail. But yeah, I guess not a lot of people have been here. The park was closed for over a month after the storm, so I guess no one's been, you know, walking on it, biking on it, so the plants are just taken over. Which is kind of cool, but also a little sketchy, because I can't see where we're going. All right, here we are. I do need to do something about this stupid brake cable. I don't want to, I mean, I don't think it's gonna chew through, but still. What if I do that? Okay, let's try that. See if that works. Just gonna take it easy. Okay, and this part is just steep and probably a little rutted out, so definitely gonna take it easy. Okay, just like that. And yeah, probably walk that. I could have probably ridden that actually. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's all muddy there. Got bogged down. can definitely swallow my pride for this part here because it definitely humbled me last time I rode it. And it's pretty narrow and rocky, and just rather play it safe. This last little steep pitch. Hold up. Losing my bag. That's not good. Gotta cinch this down more, I guess. Okay, well, that is unfortunate. Gonna have to. All right. Phew! There we are. End of Grapevine. I'm glad I did that. I'm really, really glad I took that single track. Way more fun than the fire road. Not too bad. I mean, I had to walk the rock garden, but you know, like when you're out here, like it is so remote. There is no cell service, especially if you're out by yourself like I am today. If you fall, you know, you better hope you can make it back to the car on your own, because no one's coming to help you. So, and I almost learned that the hard way when I did fall in that rock garden. Luckily I was with 2 friends, but you know, it's no joke out here. It's wild. It's remote, but oh well, made it safely. Whoa, sandy there. All right. All right, and we are on the road. 1.5 miles to go to the car. Almost done with my trip here, and man, it has been just absolutely perfect. I've enjoyed every second of it. So much fun. Obviously, going solo is different than going with friends. I've never gone bikepacking, it's my first time. I'm sure it'd be more fun with friends, but there's something to be said about being out there alone too, right? You can sort of have nature to yourself and think about things a little more clearly, and you know, there's pros and cons to each. But it was a great trip. Just to do a quick sort of recap of the gear, how everything worked, changes I would make. I think packing list was pretty solid. I used pretty much everything I brought. I don't think I brought anything redundant or anything unnecessary. Trying to think. I mean, I'm pretty sure I did use everything. Clothes wise, I used everything. I didn't end up needing the extra pair of boxers because the Patagonia baggies have built-in liners. I didn't realize that. But besides that, I used everything. You know, clean socks, the thermal shirt and thermal pants, I used those. Yeah. So I think pack list wise, that was good. But man, I'm getting some, thankfully it's near the end here, it's shifting weird. Bags, everything worked well. This little stem bag worked well for the camera. The The camera was safe in there. I had the other lens on the bottom. I don't know, lens-wise, the 22 Pancake was great. I mean, it's tiny. I can fit the camera like this with the lens on. I don't have to put the lens on every time, so that's great. But the downside is I would like to go just maybe a little wider. It'd be cool to have like a 15 or a 16. Unfortunately, my Sigma 16 is enormous, right? So there's no way I could put that on the camera and bike with it. Also, I mean, that lens is, as far as nice lenses go, it's not expensive, but I'm gonna call it expensive just because my stuff's a little bit on the cheaper end. The 15 to 45 kit lens, I like it because, you know, it's cheap and I don't mind bringing it out here, but I would have liked, you know, the 15 was nice to go wide, but I would have liked something a little more than 45, just because, you know, especially for like birds and stuff. I was trying to get photos of the birds and I just couldn't really get close enough. So I don't know if there's any other solutions, like, you know, something goes up to maybe like 70 would be really nice, but I don't know, it's probably not as compact as the kit lens, so I'll have to look into that. Harness in the front here, great. I did have to cinch it down once, but I think, like I said, it was a little too rigid because it's new. But once you kind of pull it tight, it does conform to the shape of the bag here. And the Sea to Summit 13 liter was great. I don't think I need to buy the Revelate Designs one for 40 bucks. The frame bag, Salsa right here, is great. Really solid. I was able to eventually sort of figure out how I wanted to organize things. I was able to put my fishing rod and my tent poles on the way back, as well as food and then miscellaneous small items in there. Saddle pack was great. Everything fit in there nicely. It all kind of compressed down. I like the little air release valve that it has on the inner dry sack. That makes it really nice and easy to compress things down. And then the Tevas were good for camp shoes. You can wear them, you know, sockless or socks on, so that's nice, because if you bring flip-flops, you kind of have to go sockless to be comfortable, at least in my opinion. And then backpack, Halpack was good. You know, convenient for water. I can just pull the hose off and take a sip, so that's good. And yeah, I mean, I was able to carry everything else in there. Obviously, it'd be nice to not have to bring a backpack, but if I'm bringing camera gear, fishing gear, and camping gear, you're gonna need a little more space. So could I have probably fit the backpack stuff in the bags? Yes, but then I wouldn't be able to have water, at least not readily. So I think it's a worthwhile trade-off. I never felt burdened down by the weight of the stuff I brought. But yeah, so all in all, great trip. I'm definitely gonna do some more bike packing. This is so much fun. And yeah, thank you guys all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any suggestions, you know, things I could have done differently, gear I should look at, routes in the Bay Area I should consider, or, you know, NorCal, anything like that, just let me know, because I'm having a great time out here and I'd love to do more of this. So anyways, thank you all for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. See you later.